We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street.
I see.
Wait a sec.
I'm Miss My lady.
And if I...
It'd be easier...
Hey!
Stay out of... Sorry, my lady. Even...
How much?
Wait.
How much more,
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't... That's why I'm here looking and knowing your health.
No, you're wrong. And I know perfectly well that it makes no difference. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time. Dia, I know it hasn't been because she saved me. This is my life and my life.
My lady, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Fine. I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very...
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now.
Don't worry. Today's little excursion, since this definitely won't... So, I'll let you hire me, my lady.
Okay.
Yay! Looks like they've...
I'm fine.
My lady.
I'm sorry for worrying you too.
Sure! After...
Huh?
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Yeah! We're already super grateful for everything you told us about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
How about our charcoal-baked Agelena cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. What do you have against my slime dishes? Dunyarzad.
Well, remember...
Huh?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? Really? Of course. Wow. Dunyarzad. What? Not really. Huh? But... oh. Then...
After that, although my body was beyond my window, once I finally made... But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown cured. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. I've been hoping...
What's...
It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. I heard everyone was open because of the academia. Maybe they see lesser...
Aww.
It is. It's sure the great...
Just remember that we're still...
I know that people opened recently. I gave her my savings because I...
Hold on. My lady, does this friend...
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day.
Yes, I've agreed with Nilu to.
Sure, that's quite the trip, though.
No, that would be too much.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows?
But of course, Nilu will be through. Sorry.
Oh, Dunyarzad. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught.
You could say that.
Not complete.
Oh,
Oh, meet the
so you're followers from another land? That's wonderful. You two absolute... By the way, Dunyarzad,
You're very well.
probably? Wow! This place is amazing!
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many...
Oh, probably.
The academia looks down on We can't let that happen, though. Thank the Dendra Archon for Dunyarzad. With the more she gave us, the stage is...
And I can't wait to see.
Nilu!
She'll be dancing.
Dunyarzad.
I only told them about.
Okay. According to legend, a long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's, some of the gods, as she danced those brilliant purple flowers... Huh? Although they aren't around anymore, though we're just tiny people.
Nilu, you of all people.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Greater Lord Bruff.
Thinking about the goddess of flower. If my stage were...
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Of course Paimon wants...
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zerus festival together?
Dunyarzad, everyone at the... In that case...
Huh. I don't know much about... Oh, and the perfume sold... I mean...
Huh? Whoa! Did you know that the...
As a child, my the Sub-Zerus.
Things are really don't be pulled into think, and when it comes.
Huh? Go!
Nilu, you're out. Wow.
Uh-huh. Of course. Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like... Catherine! Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Oh, hey! It's the Traveler.
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't but
take you.
Well, we enjoy.
Yes.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
No, not. Oh,
Alright, we'll see you next.
I'm sure you two will get.
There's some.
Hey, traveler.
Oh, hey, dear.
I've got something to tell you.
Are you serious?
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions.
Sounds like a... Let's head over to the Citadel of Rexar and wait for Dia. Phew.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the lesser... Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you...
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Osfon for more info.
No kidding.
Rookshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand
Appreciate it. Just recently...
Let me fill you in. The Academia, the Grand Sage took the whole matter very...
You two have... The Academia's grip is...
Apparently, well, if you're interested.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Count me, and take it from me. If you two really do decide... There are even some extremists...
You bet they are.
Not everyone's like you. Well, traveler...
Thanks, Dia. Since we've gathered...
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival. Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival.
Huh? By royal decree. Higher, higher, hands on fire. Phew. Midnight Phantasmagoria. I summon thee.
I hope we find long-lost ancient literature.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrt. I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, mein Fräulein.
That's close enough.
Oz, reveal.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Let's light it up!
Go!
I let my guard down.
Let's end this now!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Rain cutter!
Now you're testing my patience.
Stop over!
We'll meet
I'm getting sick of this game. Go! Huh? If we bury it, maybe it'll spring back to life. With the wind. Yes!
Come.
Believe me.
Wow. Ooh. We know that Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're well, given all the Huh?
Welcome.
Hi there.
Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into. Sure, we may. You see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable. If you ask me, the.
Those
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention,
There's been a lot of fight, especially the group that
they're called Ein. Wait, come again?
don't you see? Many of they're usually pretty wary of. I've heard that Ein.
Wait, did.
I wouldn't worry too much.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge... So, what's your plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said?
Out of all my commissions, I enjoy making...
Want to buy some spices? We have all the usuals, but at a affordable price.
Go! Phew! Huh? This is the place we heard those students talking about.
Oh, you've arrived. Please take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh, once...
They're nothing.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money
Yeah, with bosses.
Huh. All these guys...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, but...
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A travel...
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Paimon can't...
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention King Deshret just now.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the As you can see, years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was... King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom.
So...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions. But the story doesn't... Mark my words. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation...
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged
Yes, it's me again. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting. Once you show up, they keep up the act and...
Hey! Shut it, Alhaitham! What are you...
I told you the...
Ha!
Yes, and in no...
I'm warning...
If you're suggesting that if, on the other, I will jeopardize... I am quite confident that if I begin... Also... Consider this.
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay, then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for...
Mr. Iman. Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, plus, he seemed... He went that way! After him! Wait up! It's Alhaitham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to the. Oh, I advised. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about!
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing.
Huh? Oh, yeah!
She doesn't even have.
Maybe not. Those high-headed...
We'll reconvene at.
So...
You were willing to part. Okay, look. If you've been making inquiries, then you have to know.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a...
You know almost this is what you've been looking for.
Huh? I might...
This. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its content. Correct.
That's a
It's essentially they were created as a... But despite over the past... Meanwhile, well, I think that about sums it up. So with our current arrangement, you're
Both quantity and quality.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find, unlike the pet, she's guarded. I think she become one of
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have. You two are Outlander. Beyond the password, though.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for. I'll prepare some fun.
But we only...
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They...
Try inspecting them with elemental
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge. That's because knowledge originates from Ermin's. However, some canned knowledge using elemental.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password. And here, don't be cheap. Oh, and be.
Matra?
The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want. Okay.
Looking at what Alhaitham wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him. Go!
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palette. We have unripe horror fruit.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Roanoke.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means
I'm sorry.
he's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at...
Before I retrieve your products, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the answer to... He's cautious of us. Let's take a...
Before I retrieve... Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken... Thanks. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to pack it. Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? Al-Haytham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. He ran that way. Look, he's over there. Phew. Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way. Another password. Huh? Oh, the... Here, over here. You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else...
Oh, very good. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot. Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess? But it seems you... Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few so that's why it's your first time here. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes! Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably... What kind of products do you seek, my dear cousin? Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological... Yeesh! How would one... Or how about... With this one, you can become an... Ooh, now 2 million Mora. Whoa! Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents... All right, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned. please. My, oh, my. Listen. Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million. But all the canned knowledge we think about it. We've gone to all the. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's moral left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Excellent. Then please. Hold on a second. Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the more's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Dory, we'll take this. All right. Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully.
True history is sometimes even more